In this special episode, we are giving you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into making these videos. It will show you the final product, along with how we capture the footage. Most people don't realize the amount of work that goes into creating a video, and why we, as content creators, appreciate those who take the time to watch our videos and subscribe to our channel. It's a rewarding feeling after putting in hours of work both on and off-site. We're beginning our time here in Cape Breton Highlands National Park by hiking l'Acadian, which is an 8.4 kilometer trail right here from the campground. This is a steep trail, and at the very top we're going to get some fantastic vistas of the Gulf of St. Lawrence and the canyons below. I was excited to start off my journey in the park. For the first few days, Akane was unable to join me. Instead, I met up with some random guy I'll call Paul, and together we began to make the climb. The name of this trail is interesting. The name l'Acadian, or the Acadian in English, could refer to one of two things: the Acadian Forest or the Acadian people. Discussing the Acadian people in a future video, I'll assume for this one, the trail sets out to showcase this particular subset of global forests. An Acadian forest is one found in eastern Canada and a host of New England states within the US. This ecoregion is known for having warm summers and cold winters. This region has a rich diversity of trees and animals, including birch, spruce, and maple trees, while having animals like bear, moose, and coyote. Although we didn't see any of these animals on our walk today, we did find scat that indicated their presence. Let me know when you're ready.
Huh? Oh, I got you.
Oh, you got me? Okay.
You sit there and smell it for a while. Yeah, just three more takes. Eating a snack bar.
Bear, as seen here, can be identified with the undigested berries. Moose, on the other hand, look like large rabbit pellets. Although we didn't see any, coyote would look like a typical dog scat from our household friends. So when you're ready to jump onto these trails, you have two options for the trailhead. The first one is towards the very beginning of the national park, where the visitor information center is. The second is kind of deeper within the campground itself, and that's where we started. Either way, they're both going to join and meet at the same spot, and from there you have the option of either climbing the hill gradually, in which you would go to the right, or you're going to get up the hill really fast but really steep if you go to the left. As we continued the climb, we found that the scenery slowly changed. We started out surrounded by water. Eventually, we made our way through the thick sections of trees. The closer we got to the top, the thinner the forest became. Toward the top of the hike, the scenery shifted once again to what can only be described as a grassy plain. It was an incredible space. It felt like we had been transported to a completely different part of the planet. White and golden yellow vegetation dominated the landscape. Short bushes and trees were all that were in sight. Part of me expected to see a large cat come slowly through the grass, but luckily, those were of no concern. Along the trail, there are several things we should be looking out for. First are the steep drops. Second are the animals. So on this trail, there's a chance to see things like bear, moose, deer, and coyotes. I couldn't remember what the third thing was, so I went with deer until I could remember.
No, it's not deer. It's a coyote, moose, and bear.
Yeah. So we can see things like bear, deer, oh my god,
Okay.
deer. Along the trail, there are several things we should be paying attention to. The first are the steep cliffs. Second are the animals. So we can see bear, moose, and coyotes here on this trail. As the end of the day came to a close, we neared the lookoff, with views of Cheticamp that didn't disappoint. So we made it up and over the mountain, and now we're here at these overlooks, and the views are absolutely stunning. Mid-September is when the leaves begin to change in Nova Scotia, from a deep green to bright orange, yellow, and red. Patches of color appeared here and there, but as we looked out, we were reminded that we were still holding on to the last clutches of summer. You could see the world-famous Acadian Trail from here, a road that takes you through the entire Highlands National Park and small communities. The area is special for many, including my parents, who drove this trail for their wedding anniversary 36 years ago. For me, it was a chance to connect with the greatness that we have in my home province. To show that despite the world's travel restrictions, we can enjoy what we have at home, and we can engage with our natural beauty while showcasing these parks we offer to others, so that when the pandemic's over, they can come and experience this, a place that's for them, out of the ordinary. Heading down the mountain, we were excited for the next day. Paul and I had a few days together before we went back home. Here, he would drop me off, and I would exchange him for Akane, where her and I would make the 5.5-hour trip back to this section of the province, and we could continue exploring the great trails offered in the park. But that's a ways away, and there are a ton of amazing trails to experience before then. So why not join us now by subscribing to the channel and join us as we fully explore Highlands National Park.